Welcome back, everybody. We have Kuma with us, who is my little Snorosaurus Rex on the floor. That's what it's like here at Greenlight Messages, and if you have a pug, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, welcome to Greenlight Messages and Snorosaurus Kuma. So, this week, you guys, our crystal is Shamanic Dream Quartz, and if you have been watching some of my unboxings, Miss Ariel of Maven Unmasked and I did an unboxing of this crystal, and we were both just like in awe of it. We were so excited, and she says, do a shamanic journey, I want to hear about this crystal. So this is for you, love. Mwah. And it's also for all of you who want to know more about Shamanic Dream Quartz. Quick side note, I do believe it's also known as lodolite. We have received a lodolite in the in the enchanted crystal unboxings before too, and they kind of have a similar look and feel, so I think they're the same. If they're not and you know the difference, let me know for sure in the comments below. I try not to get any preconceived notions about my crystal allies. I like to get to know them before I read other people's experiences and opinions. So I wanted to kind of keep that a mystery at this point until I've done this journey and shared this video with you guys. So in my journey, it was very, 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 very powerful journey for me, you guys, and I'm still kind of like in awe of what I experienced in this journey. So as I was journeying with Shamanic Dream Quartz, I really felt my senses being heightened. And I had like clearer visioning, I could feel things clearer, and I could hear things clearer. And it just felt like my senses had gotten a boost when I was going into my journey with Shamanic Dream Quartz. And the first words I heard kind of come from the ethers, we'll call it, was wisdom of the earth contained within. So it's frozen like earth. It's frozen earth within time. It's like frozen time, if that makes sense. And in this journey, I could feel my vibrations slowing down, and I could feel myself sinking, if this makes sense. And I could see this like soil and darkness kind of tunneling out from me. It wasn't scary, but it was very interesting. It was very warming and comforting at the same time, but it was also kind of like, this is like what's happening. You know, I just had this sense that I'm going into the soil, I'm going into the earth. And as I'm sinking deeper and deeper, I hear this chanting and this drum beat, and the soil gets warmer and warmer, and I'm like, oh, I'm like kind of moving into this, like the core of the earth. And as I get down into that space, I see a whole bunch of people dancing around a fire, and this fire is like crackling and burning, and there's a whole bunch of people, and they're chanting and they're singing and they're dancing, and it was really beautiful. And some of them were conjuring up wind, like a vortex of wind. And then some of them were conjuring up like soil and sand. And some of them were conjuring up water. And then some of them were conjuring up the fire, just stoking the fire and making the fire burn and crackle more. And it was so beautiful and fascinating because as all these elements were combining together, you guys, they were creating the earth. And I was just excited and enamored by watching this. It was just like, wow, this is amazing. These are our ancestors. These are those souls that have the wisdom and the ones who have walked before us, and just watching them work with the elements and create was just so beautiful. So let me share their words with all of you. So the first words I heard: we still sing and dance from here. It is our drum you feel beneath your feet. We are the ancestors of Gaia. We are those who have walked the soil before, and now our message lies deep in the earth for those with the ears to hear the call. And they also said, we are the wisdom keepers. These crystals, so the Shamanic Dream Quartz lodolite crystals, contain elements within them. So I know they're earth, you know, because they're crystal, but they talked about how there's elements within them. So I got this sense and this knowing of that they infuse different elements. So they infuse like water or infuse air, just infuse different elements within the crystal. So it's kind of like a frozen little element, if that makes sense, or possibly 2 or 3 elements, or maybe all 4. It's hard to say exactly what's in each one, but they had said that this one, let me find it really quick. I'm so sorry. This one is earth and air. They said that this one connects with the elements of earth and air. And then this one was a connection to fire. So I thought that was really fascinating. And their other words were, dance on the earth and feel the heat of our drums rise the fire up within you. So they do want to talk to us. They do want to communicate with us. They do want to share their ancestral wisdom because they are our ancestors. And finally, what they said was you can heal, I guess not really heal, but like kind of cleanse and revitalize your crystal ally of Shamanic Dream Quartz and lodolite by placing them in the soil. And they said the beat of their drums is what's going to cleanse this energy. So, to kind of wrap everything up, you guys, I really felt like this is a type of crystal that helps connect you to the ancestors, and it helps connect you more to the elementals. And it's just really fascinating. I'm going to be doing a lot more connecting with these and connecting with the ancestors, because unfortunately we do live in a society where a lot of the time we don't really consider the wisdom of our ancestors and what it is that they have been through, their wisdom, their knowledge, and what they can share with us to help us all in the future. So and believe it or not, our ancestors can also be our descendants yet to come, and then we'll wind up being those ancestors to them. So it's really good to keep that information open, that channel open and flowing with your ancestors, because they have so much wisdom to share. And so if you are interested in working with elements, working with the ancestors, try working with the Shamanic Dream Quartz or the lodolite, because they have that, at least from my experience and my journey, it is that strong connection to them, and it's also a strong connection to the elements. So, and we're all kind of made of these elements, right? We're kind of made of earth and stardust. So, it's quite beautiful. And that's it for my journey, you guys. It was really fascinating. I'm excited to continue working with Shamanic Dream Quartz and getting to know more, and just kind of open that book and see what I can read. So light and love to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. And Ariel, great choice, girlfriend, for a request, and more requests are on the way. All right. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon.